1 accounting students. This demonstration will help you to complete exercise 1-16. We are going to review two important equations to help us solve for our missing parts in our examples here. The instructions say the following amounts are for two separate companies, Tiger and Jayhawk. Balance for assets, liabilities, and stockholders' equity are as of January 1, 2010 and December 31, 2010. Dividends, revenues, and expenses are for the 12-month period January to December ended December 31, 2010. So we are going to use two basic equations to solve for the numbers we don't know. The first one it asks is what is the amount of retained earnings for Tiger as of 1/1/10? To figure this out, we will use the equation assets equal liabilities plus stockholders' equity. When we fill in the blank using these numbers, we have 100,000. The liabilities are 60,000. And our stockholders' equity, 30,000. And we are solving for retained earnings. We don't know what that is. When we quickly look at this equation, we can see that 60 plus 30 is 90. We want it to equal 100,000. So that tells us this will be $10,000 for retained earnings. If we wanted to, we could fill it in. What is the amount of total expenses for Tiger for 2010? On this one, we will use a different equation. We'll take beginning stockholders' equity, and we will add to that revenue. We will subtract expenses. We will subtract dividends, and that will give us our ending stockholders' equity. So to plug in those figures, our beginning stockholders' equity will come from these two here. It's 40,000. Our revenue we see is 80,000. Our expenses we don't know. Our dividends are 10,000. And that equals our ending stockholders' equity. This is our ending equity, which is 50,000. So if we add these two, it's 120,000, and then we subtract 10,000, that gives us 110,000. We want to solve for the question mark there. So 110 minus 50 will give us $60,000. So we can write 60,000 there. And then our last one, it says what is the amount of total assets for Tiger as of 12/31/10? That would be our assets equal liabilities plus owner's equity. So we don't know our assets. Our liabilities were 110,000. Our stockholders' equity is 30,000. And 20,000. So when you add those three together, it's 160,000. Now with these two equations, you should be able to solve for the Jayhawk Company as well as complete exercise 1-16.